The peony, a perennial deciduous shrub that belonging to the Peoniaceae family, exhibits unique growth characteristics. It grows slowly and possesses a fleshy root system. While somewhat cold-tolerant, it is also sensitive to heat and prefers dry environments, refusing to tolerate humidity. This wide range of ecological adaptability makes peony cultivation relatively easy and maintenance-friendly. Whether planted in a garden or selected varieties in pots, peonies can grow normally and bloom beautifully under normal environmental conditions. However, if you want to fully enjoy the stunning beauty of peonies at home, it's essential to master some key care tips. Humidity is crucial to the survival of peonies. Even brief periods of flooding can cause damage, ranging from root damage and yellowing leaves to root rot and foliage withering. If peonies are exposed to excessive water for extended periods, their flowers will appear dull and lackluster. Therefore, choosing high, dry, well-drained land with deep, loose soil that is neutral or slightly alkaline for planting peonies is key to ensuring a strong root system, lush foliage, and vibrant flowers. When planting, keep peony plants 4 to 5 feet apart and at least 7 feet away from large trees to prevent nutrients from being absorbed by the trees. In southern tropical regions, choosing a location with side shade will yield better results. Autumn is the best time to plant peonies. Peonies bloom beautifully in spring, begin flower-bud differentiation in summer, and grow new roots in autumn before entering a dormant state in winter. Therefore, planting peonies in autumn promotes the growth and development of new roots, ensuring a smooth growth cycle the following spring. As the saying goes, plant peonies at the spring equinox, and you'll never enjoy their flowers again. While this statement may seem exaggerated, the underlying truth is profound. Because when peonies are divided in spring, their roots often don't recover quickly enough, while the above-ground branches and leaves have already begun to grow rapidly. This leads to an imbalance in nutrient supply, damaging the plant and preventing it from flowering properly. This not only misses the beautiful blossom viewing season but also harms the health of the peony. Specifically, the best time to plant peonies is from mid to late September to early November. During this period, the ground temperature remains relatively high, which is conducive to the growth of new roots. However, planting too early can lead to autumnal growth, preventing the new branches from surviving the winter. Planting too late can also affect the cold winter before new roots have developed, hindering growth the following year. Therefore, it is crucial to grasp the season and plant at the right time. Generally speaking, the peony's growth and development period typically begins with budding in March and lasts until the leaves wither and fall in early November. After the leaves wither, the peony enters a dormant period until the next spring buds begin to sprout. The ideal flowering temperature for peonies is generally between 60 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit. When first planting peonies, ensure they are watered thoroughly to release air bubbles in the soil and prevent the cold winter air from damaging the roots. During daily care, avoid stagnant water and water appropriately based on local climate conditions. Note that peonies do not appreciate excessive water, so plant them away from automatic watering systems. Peonies require a high level of fertilizer during their growth, making fertilization an essential and crucial step in their cultivation and management. Fertilizing newly planted peonies is not recommended immediately in their first year, but starting in the second year. 3 times annually is recommended. The first fertilization is best scheduled 15 to 25 days before flowering, roughly between late March and early April. During this time, the peony's leaves have not yet fully expanded, and photosynthesis is relatively slow. However, the branches, leaves, and buds are growing rapidly, requiring sufficient nutrients to fuel their growth. The second fertilization should be completed within 2 weeks after the peony blooms. During this period, the branches and leaves are still in their active growth phase, and flower buds are beginning to differentiate. Fertilization helps the peony regain vitality and reserves nutrients for the next year's bloom. The third fertilization is best done at the transition between autumn and winter. At this time, the fertilizer dosage can be increased appropriately to ensure a safe wintering for the peony. It is recommended to use a comprehensive fertilizer, such as the commonly available rose fertilizer, which meets the peony's comprehensive nutritional needs. Pruning is crucial for peony growth, helping to maintain a balanced growth between the above-ground and underground parts of the plant. The specific number of branches retain per plant depends on the variety, but 5 to 8 branches per plant is generally recommended. Selectively prune new buds in the spring to avoid excessive branches that will affect the tree's aesthetic appearance, and nutrient distribution. Through proper pruning, we can shape the peony tree into an elegant, and robust form, ensuring good ventilation, and sufficient sunlight.